Today I'm going to be covering all of the different kinds of passing routes in football. So just as a primer, a passing route is basically what the quarterback and the receiver agree that the receiver will run. So it's important for the quarterback to know exactly where the receiver is going so he can throw it accurately, right? And the receiver wants to fake out the person that's covering him. So if you put the receiver right here, he wants to, get past the guy who's covering him. So he wants to, run fast and elude him, but he also needs to make sure that the quarterback knows where exactly he's going so that he doesn't throw to the wrong spot. So if the receiver is just going to try to outrun his cornerback and get the ball, far away, then that is called a go route, otherwise called a fly route. Okay, that is just a straight up route, literally trying to outrun the other guy. Now, say he's done that a few times, doesn't work, and he wants to fool his quarterback, who turns out is faster than he originally thought. Well, in that case, he might run really fast, making the cornerback think that he's going to go for a go route, but then stop and turn around and catch the ball. That is called a curl route, otherwise known as the hook, because it kind of looks like a hook when you hook in, right? So this is, these two routes are very basic, but it really highlights kind of the game of football and the passing game especially, where you're really trying to deceive the guy who's covering you. And these two routes are almost like polar opposites, right? One you're kind of trying to go as fast as possible. The other one you're trying to come back, right? So they're used very well in tandem, kind of one after the other. Now, those are the straight ahead ones. What if you're the receiver and you want to evade the defender in a sideways manner, right? So in that case, you can start off field a little bit and then cut inside. And that makes it really easy for the quarterback to throw the ball your way. And that also makes it easier for you to block out this guy, right? Then you can kind of get in front of him and cut to the left. And if you do it quickly, then he won't know where you're going. So that is called a slant, because it looks like you're going on a slant. Now, kind of a variation on the slant is if you're going a little bit longer. Slant is usually just like 5 yards in and then out, 5 yards out and then inside. If you go maybe 10 or 15 yards and then go in for a longer pass, that is called an in. And if you go the other way, that is called an out. So in, out, very simple. These are mostly around maybe 10 to 15 yards from the line of scrimmage, and you cut very sharply to the left or the right. And again, in that case, you're trying to elude your defender in a sideways manner. Another route that's, again, similar to those two, but this time even longer, is what we call a post or a corner route. In a post route, you're going usually, 15 to 20 yards and then cutting not perpendicular, but more sort of diagonally. Let me write that down here, post. And what you're doing there is you're really trying to go for the long ball, right? So when you cut in perpendicularly like this, sometimes there might be a defender here. The cornerback might be able to get you. If you go out for a deeper pass, if you're really fast, then you can really get to even the end zone and catch the ball really far. If you cut to the other angle, then that's just a variation on the theme. Instead of making them think you're going to go in, you go out, and that's just a longer pass. And again, those are called a post and the corner. Okay, so these are the most basic routes. There are other ones called, the flat, and there's the drag, and a few other ones like, one I like a lot is when you do a curl. So you stop like this, make them think you're doing a curl, and then you go back up. So that's called what's it called? It's a hook and go. Okay, sometimes stop and go, and that's an effective pattern against sort of an overzealous defender. So those are the main ones. You can research flat and drag in your own time, but the main ones are fly, which is straight up, the curl, which is up and then stop, slant, which is sharp turn towards the quarterback, in, which is out a little bit more, and then in, and out, which is the other way, then the post and the corner. Okay, so those are the basic ones, and you can see other variations like the flat and drag.